Martin?
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo!
You are watching the leaders in full immersion gaming, and this is the pregame show only on the NBL Network. What is going on, NBL Network? We are live, and we have a special guest tonight appearing for the second time on his NBL Live broadcast. That's the 15-time NFC North winner in a row, 5-time champion. They call him Mr. 5-time Hop, the owner of the Minnesota Vikings. How's it going today?
It's going good, man. You didn't have to put me out there like that.
Well, man, I mean, hey, man, do you want to be called 5-time, or you want us to address you as Hop to start this broadcast?
You could just leave it a Hop. I don't need the extra credentials.
You don't need the extra credentials, man. The guy's been doing it, killing it, 80% win percentage in the NBL. This is Mr. Big Time. Happy to have him on. Broadcast number 137. We're approaching 150, Hop. You think if we get to that 150 show, you're going to be interested in coming on for that big celebration? Maybe we'll even have a Vikings game on here, and you can maybe even play and be on the broadcast at the same time. First time, never been done. Would you be interested in something like that?
Absolutely. I would love to be back on. I
think
that would be something to be cool.
Yeah, maybe if you're playing somebody like Bob, that can actually happen since you don't have to focus as much since you just mopped him up recently. The Chicago Bears went down to the Minnesota Vikings. What was the final score in that game? Before we get into this NBL Live game, which is a side piece, let's talk about how you mopped up them Chicago Bears.
It was 26-21. Came back from 21-10 down in the fourth to win. Normal Bob choke.
Absolutely. All right, broadcast number 137. We have the New York Giants 3-0 taking on the Carolina Panthers. And the Panthers are at home. We're currently 1-2. But first, let's talk about our sponsor. Our sponsor, web3ks.com. You can find affordable graphics for all your creative needs. You can find them on Twitter at allbusiness. Don't forget to check out NBL on Twitter at Bomber League for all upcoming NBL live games and schedules. Give us a follow on there. And if you're interested in joining the league, go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com and go to apply and become a part of this. Work your way up through the grid, which is our development league. And they always ask me what the 365 is for, so I'm going to ask you, Hop, what is it? What do you think it's for?
365. We're at it every single day. Number one, king of the franchise. Know who it is.
Hey, why don't you answer the question in like some kind of sentence rather than rattling off talking points? What does the 365 stand for? August to August, right? All day gaming. Right. We don't stop. That's what we're talking about here. Hop hit it on the head. We don't stop. We're everyday gaming, August to August. So if you're interested in that, go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com. So let's talk about the game today. Players to watch. We have Cameron Newton, the Beast, the man who got off to a really hot start in NBL season 26. Kind of faded at the end. They finished 10-6, but it looks like he's off to another hot start to start this season. NBL season 27. Cam's looking good. They're only 1-2, but I mean they do have a bright spot. They have a top 5 passing attack in the NBL.
Right, they do, but he's averaging about the same QBR rating as he did last year at an 85, and he's thrown 4 picks already, so we're going to see. He's thrown for a lot of yards, but like you said, 1 win.
He definitely has been tossing the ball around the field, and that could be, situational. The defense has not been good. They're giving up 30 points per game, so when you get into those kind of situations, the defense maybe in the second half goes into a prevent, and then you have Cam Newton slicing and dicing against the prevent defense, which could present the idea that, hey, man, he's throwing for a lot of yards, but I think you hit it right on the head, man. His QBR has to get up. We have to see a higher completion percentage. 59% is not going to get it done for an elite quarterback, and a QBR rating of an 85 is not high. Where do you like to see your quarterbacks at, especially if you're Carolina right now, to be successful in the NBL? Where do you want that QBR number to be?
That 100 mark really sets the benchmark for good QBs in the NBL. I think he needs to get it up. He needs to throw more touchdowns as well. He's just not putting the ball in the end zone.
All right, and on the flip side of that, we have Odell Beckham Jr. For the New York Giants, the wide receiver, star wideout, man. This guy's been getting it done. He's been a beast. 6 catches, 174 yards, only 1 touchdown. Now, I'm going to say this is a slow start for Odell. Very slow start, 3 games in. They're 3-0, but they do have a top 5 offense, scoring 27 points per game. And look at this. I know this has nothing to do with Odell Beckham and the player to watch, but this defense, Pop, you told me before we got on the broadcast, me, you, and Delvar, who's behind the scenes pulling the strings, big shout out to him. We were talking and we were saying, man, this defense only giving up 4 points per game. it's just amazing right now how tough they played, and they played against the NBL Season 26 Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. So what's going on in New York? Are you concerned about the slow start from Odell? I mean, this is a guy who last season put up some crazy numbers: 1,437 yards, 17 touchdowns, 61 receptions. Now 3 games into this year, just 6 catches, 174 yards. Are you concerned in that aspect, or is it just the defense playing so well and the offense been on cruise control?
I'm not concerned at all. Defense wins championships. Davis Webb got off to a slow sophomore slump. He's thrown 2 touchdowns, 8 picks for a 60 QBR rating.
Wow.
That will improve. I'm not too worried about that. They've lost their halfback for, half the season. The offense will improve. I'm not worried about that at all.
Yeah, so you look at Davis Webb. He was the MVP of NBL Season 26. You hit it right on the head, having a sophomore slump, and I think the 2 touchdowns, 8 interceptions in 3 games from this guy. And this is a guy that started versus Houston, 0 touchdowns, 3 picks. Versus Seattle, week 2, 0 touchdowns, 2 picks. And then versus the Washington Redskins in a divisional game in which they won 40-6. He still didn't look great. 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So this is a big deal if I'm New York, because this is a guy that was rocking and rolling. 36 touchdowns in his rookie season. 124 QBR, only 17 interceptions. If you're in New York right now, are you concerned? Because obviously he's hurting the production of our player to watch, Odell Beckham. Do you think they get it on track tonight against the Carolina Panthers on the road?
I do. I think they do. Davis Webb, teams have finally had film on him. They've studied him. They understand him. He's going to have to improve. He's going to have to. It's like the Dak through the NFL. He's just going to have to learn ways to read defenses better. But they need a second receiver. Their leading receiver right now is a halfback, Paul Perkins, 8 catches, 81 yards. Sterling Shepard's only got 4 catches. Brandon Marshall's only got 3. They need a second receiver to step up to be an elite NFC team.
Yeah, he's definitely been relying on his tight end, Evan Ingram, first-round pick a couple seasons ago for the New York Giants. He had 39 catches, 656 yards, and 4 touchdowns as a rookie. He's also hitting a bit of a sophomore slump, I'd say. 8 catches, 85 yards in the first 3 games. We haven't seen that explosion in that vertical attack that he had to start the season in NBL Season 26. Hopefully they get it together. Building the franchise, Detroit Lions. I like that segue right there. It's going to be coming out probably by the end of tomorrow night, since we have this broadcast coming out now. I don't want to flood the channel, but we will be having Building the Franchise. It comes out every weekend, usually on Saturdays. But since we're having an NBL Live this Saturday right now, maybe it'll come out tonight. But definitely by the end of tomorrow night, by about midday, expect some big things. We're also going to be announcing who we're going to be releasing. A longtime NBL Detroit Lion will no longer be a part of our franchise in NBL Season 28, which is next year. So make sure you tune into that and catch up. If you haven't watched the episodes now, Building the Franchise, Detroit Lions, go to the playlist, Building the Franchise, and catch up on the Detroit Lions stuff. And if you got time, just a little bit of time, check out those Jacksonville Jaguars, Building the Franchise as well. Doing a great job over there. Make sure you check that out. And all kidding aside, 2 great Building the Franchise shows. You really want to check them out and get caught up, and they're telling you some storylines and some other stuff that we don't cover here on NBL Live. But now it's time for the game. Where are your predictions at right now? Once again, NBL Live extra large hoodie on the line if you can predict the final score. As we go back to the player to watch, Cam Newton. That's wrong. Building the Franchise, Jacksonville Jaguars. That's wrong. There we go. NBL Live play-by-play broadcast. Delvar behind the scenes pulling the wrong strings right now. But here we go. NBL Live. We got the Panthers. We got the Giants. Where do you see this going? If you can predict the final score, you will win an extra large NBL Network hoodie. Guys, put it in the chat. You guys have an opportunity to win. Hop, where do you see this game going?
28-10 Bananas and the Giants. Christian McCaffrey's only averaging 4.3 yards a carry. He's not going to get it done against Oliver Vernon and company. That defense is going to rule this whole game.
So say the score again. I missed it. My mic was
28-10 Giants.
28-10 Giants. Giants win 28-10. And here's a little fun fact for you guys about to pick your score. Before you send your score, and think about this real quick. Let me adjust my mic. Okay, look. The Carolina Panthers have not won an NBL Live game in their last, I think, 3 appearances, and it has been bad. They played the Vikings on a little bit of a NBL Season 26. I think y'all played twice. And it was pretty much a dominating, convincing win for the Minnesota Vikings, excuse me. So this is a team that's been struggling on NBL Live, trying to get right, and now they get to go against a team that was 13-3 last season. They're currently 3-0, the New York Football Giants. So I'm predicting the same thing. I think the Giants run away with this. I think 31-17, the New York Giants, and I think Davis Webb, NBL Season 26 MVP, and Rookie of the Year. I think he gets himself back on track, and I think the Giants run away with this game, though I like to see a closer game, and I am a big fan of Carolina. I don't see him coming away with this. We see some stuff in the chat right now. Delvar saying 24-14 Panthers. Kyle Matt Miller, the Flat Killer, a.k.a. NBL Season 26 Super Bowl champion, a.k.a. Dr. Disrespect of the NBL. 31-17 Panthers is what he's saying. So he's taking the Panthers.
So
a lot of these guys taking the Panthers. Porter, 35-31 Panthers.
So basically, you know, TFA is one of the more vocal people in Madden Bomber League, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't
you say? Don't ask me rhetorical questions. Just speak, Hop.
So do you think he's all talk?
Well, what has he said? I mute him out half the time he talks. I pass it on. I mean, what do you mean? What is he saying?
You know, he's more vocal when he said he's not going to lose the division this year. He's, you know, he was real hype on Cam Newton last year about halfway through the season, and then you know what happened. So
all right, so essentially the Carolina Panthers are a franchise that was really hot to start NBL Season 26, kind of fell off, and then got into the playoffs and could not get the victory over the Minnesota Vikings. So they did win their division last year. So, I mean, that part is true. Will they be back-to-back division winners this year? I don't know. Atlanta looks really good at 2-1. But we're not here to talk about Atlanta. Let's get to the game. We got the Giants-Panthers right now. We're going to get that up on NBL Live. This is going to be broadcast number 137. We're rocking and rolling, guys. Midday game. Guys, let us know how you feel about being on here midday. I know some college football is going on, but this is NBL. This is professional esports right here at its finest. So I hope you guys enjoy the game. We're going to hit the intro right now. Big shout out to Project Fat for the intro. We hope everything's going well for you in Savannah, Georgia. Know you've been having a rough time lately, so big shout out to our NBL Hall of Famer. No longer with us. But big respect to him, and he did this intro for us, so big shout out to that, and we'll see you on the flip side of this intro.
My name is Rex Dixon.
Craig Stein.
Clint from EA Sports.
You're watching NBL.
You're watching the NBL Network. And you're watching the MBLN Network.
Empty backfield for Atkins. He's going to be dropping back to pass here on 4th down. He's looking, deep over the middle. He has a man, it's Brandon Cooks, who catches it, makes a man miss!
Oh, that's
Woodard is dropping back, he's got open over the middle.
Wow. That big playmaker ability as he finds him again
into the end zone. Another touchdown.
All right, guys, a little bit of technical difficulties, but here we are. NBL Live, broadcast number 137. Delvar, give me that latency to broadcaster in my ear real quick. I want to make sure we're on the same track for that, as we had some issues with TeamSpeak right now, but we're back. And New York Giants at Carolina. It's going to be a good game, Hop. What are your thoughts on this game?
I look for Carolina's offense going to have to make a statement against this top defense in the New York Giants.
And here we go, Carolina looking essentially like a team in need, a desperate team right now. And a desperate team is a dangerous team in the NBL, guys. That's what I always say. A desperate team is definitely a dangerous team because Carolina being 1-2 right now, they won the division last year. They predicted they were going to go back-to-back like Jordan 96-97. But it's not looking too good for them. 1-2 right now, a big win against Atlanta last week, kind of keeps them alive. That was a big win, I think. Week 3. They took on the Atlanta Falcons, a team that was undefeated at the time, and Carolina came in 0-2 and made a nice win, and I think had a nice win, and I think that was a very important for a franchise that can't lose division games, especially when you start 0-2. No comment from Hop. Here we go. Shotgun formation in the backfield. We got Davis Webb. Ingram over there, offset. You see the tight end over there. Watch to see what he does. Shepard in the slot. Odell Beckham looks like he has help over the top. It looks like a single high safety set, but they're going to bring it back in. Tight formation. They're looking to run this game. Run this ball. Number 28, he's going to get the handoff up the middle. That's Perkins. Gets down to the 29 for a loss of 1, and that's a big hit from Carolina.
Whew, you're not going to run like that on the Carolina defensive line today.
And here we go. Bananas. DFA, a big rivalry matchup, and they're trying to run it, and the running game has not looked like it's looked in the past. Yeah, they're averaging 5.9 yards per carry, but only 32 attempts. Usually we see a lot more attempts as far to passing attempts. They're usually at 60. You know, if they're at 60 passes, they're usually about as nice play right there by Davis Webb to Odell Beckham extending the play. But as I was choking up there, look, Odell Beckham, Davis Webb, they got to get connected. They got to get going. But the running attack usually is somewhat more balanced. This year, I'm seeing a lot more passes from New York, which have been really unsuccessful. And the running game has essentially gotten a lot less carries, even though they've been successful. So what do you think the mindset for New York is in that sense? Why they're passing so much more than they're running?
I think they're trying to get Davis Webb started. You know, he got up to that slow start, and they're trying to get him going, but it's just not happening right now.
Yeah, a funny situation. Davis Webb not playing well, not looking like his former self, which was the rookie. Maybe teams are kind of adapting to him as he goes play action here, dropping back, looking to the right, finds his man. No, he goes deep down the sideline. Odell Beckham, as it gets knocked down by number 24. He had a man coming across the middle wide open and decides to take the one-on-one coverage, I guess the 50-50 ball with the star receiver, Odell Beckham. You like that throw?
I don't. Take the short stuff. It's early in the game. Did you notice that Brandon Marshall has not been on the field? Wide receiver number 2, Victor Cruz, is starting this game.
Yeah, so you got Victor Cruz over there playing outside. Brandon Marshall, they had problems with him earlier. They didn't like him. They kind of questioned his role in the offense. And I think it hurt us. Down goes Victor Cruz. As you mentioned his name, and just on cue, it looks like Cruz is going to be out as they brought him back to New York to finish up his career in the NBL in this cycle, Madden 18. How much of an impact do you think that's going to have not having Brandon Marshall? He was hurt most of NBL season 26. Now in 27, you know, he cannot even find himself on the field. Here we go, shotgun formation, dropping back. Davis Webb gets rid of it early and finds the man, the myth, the legend, Brandon Marshall. And right on cue, it's like everybody we're talking about is getting a little bit of play in this game.
Yeah, that's crazy. But Brandon Marshall, Bananas has not been happy with Brandon Marshall. Said he's been having a lot of drops, so, you know, he moved him down the depth chart. So now he's forced to come back in. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he's going to be this game.
Yeah, we know there's always been attitude issues with Brandon Marshall. Very vocal person as Paul Perkins. Nowhere to go. This Carolina defense looking impressive, especially against the run. This team is 24th against the run, 27th against the pass, and is giving up the 30th most points. Well, actually, should I say the 3rd most points in the league, giving up 30 a game. Puts them at 30th. That's not good for Carolina, especially a team led by such a strong linebacker like Luke Kuechly.
It's not, but that's the rookie gold in there for a 2nd tackle of the game, so that's a good sign for Carolina.
Tyler Porter says NBL sponsored by KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't even like KFC, Porter. Choose another one. I don't like churches either. I like Popeyes. Are you a Kentucky Fried Chicken guy?
No, I don't eat Kentucky Fried Chicken, but it's in
Kentucky.
What
do you eat? Some free roaming chicken? Let me guess.
No, it's on that Rick Ross Wingstop.
Oh, okay. I can get with Wingstop. I like the cheese, man. I like the cheese. Oh, I probably should say that with Madden, huh? You're never supposed to like the cheese. Here we go. 2 wide receivers, both to the left side. Here we go. Perkins leaks out to the flat. Wise wide open across the middle of the field. He's just going to go and hit him, and that's tied, but he drops it, baby. They're going to hold him to a field goal. Big hit by the Carolina Panthers, running that cover 2 hard flat, essentially saying throw the ball down the field. It's going to be 4th and 3, and here goes the kick. If it goes in, they're going to start the game up 3-0. It looks like it's on point. The blitz isn't there. The kick's up. It's good. Carolina's down 3-0 to start this game. How do you feel? Grade that first defensive stand for the Carolina Panthers.
I'm going to say a B. That was good. But Davis Webb rather had it wide open, and he just waited too long. The signs of just that sophomore slump still there.
Kind of second-guessing himself. We're noticing that early. He had a guy wide open on a play action from a Patriots set. The guy in motion was coming right across the field. I think it was Victor Cruz. He decides to take a 50-50 shot with Odell Beckham, which I don't even know if it was 50-50 because I think he had a guy over the top and underneath in zone coverage against him. Oh, it was man coverage, excuse me. He had the safety and the guy, the cornerback on him, and he just missed the throw right in front of him. You just see that indecisiveness that we didn't see last season in NBL season 26 when he was a rookie and the NBL MVP at the end of the year. You know, we didn't see that last year at all, and now we're seeing it now as McCaffrey up the middle. Now tell us how important Christian McCaffrey is to this offense and how much his health is important to the success of this team.
He is the cornerstone of the Carolina Panthers. Christian McCaffrey went out last year about mid-season, and then as soon as he went out, down went the Carolina Panthers.
It all went down. They brought in Jonathan Stewart, obviously, you know, a skilled back, but doesn't have the explosiveness and definitely not a threat in the passing game like McCaffrey can be. As here goes Cam standing up tall in the pocket. Get down, Cam. Get down, Cam. That's Olivier Vernon getting it done. 3rd and 15 for Carolina. And I want to say this. I called both of those games against the Vikings, I believe. I could be wrong.
You did.
My memory fails me. Okay, so I called those games. And I noticed when Cam Newton gets in these 3rd and longs, this is when Carolina gets in a lot of trouble and interceptions start piling up, baby. So here we go, shotgun formation. McCaffrey to the right, Kelvin Benjamin far left, I believe. And in the slot, they got number 10, the speedy wide receiver. Here we go, making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. They don't have, they're on the wrong side of the field, and there goes a slot blitz. The corner blitz, excuse me, and it's a fumble. Number 24, Eli Apple gets in there and makes a big play. Wow, he got in there insanely fast. One of those guys you got to ID the mic on, I guess, on those corner blitzes, because, man, that was an insta sack for the New York Giants.
Yeah, that's not a good first drive for the Carolina Panthers. Oliver Vernon got his 8th sack of the year through 4 games. He's going after that sack record this year, Bomber.
Oh, he is? Who holds the NBL sack record? And if guys, this is a trivia question in the chat. Don't answer this, Hop. Go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com if you don't know, because now you'll know. And go ahead and click on, I believe it's league leaders, and it'll be the single season league leaders for our league. As here comes a play action, FK quick. He ran it, we didn't. Play action, here we go. Davis Webb looking outside line, nowhere to go. He takes a hit, and the ball pops up. Dangerous situation. Man, I like the fire of the Carolina Panthers right now, because, baby, they ain't from Miami, but they're bringing the heat.
Yeah, that defensive line is eating the Giants' offensive line right now. He keeps that up, and they're going to be in this game.
Takk McKinley is the correct answer from Alex Mancado. And I say it correctly. Takk McKinley is the answer. How many sacks did he have, Alex? I would like for you to acknowledge that part, because it was pretty much a phenomenal season as Paul Perkins still nowhere to go. They're trying to stick with the running game. And this is exactly the opposite of what I told y'all pregame. You know, I said, hey, man, New York, they can't pass, but they can run. They need to run it more. So now they're trying to run it more, and they can't run, but the passing game looks to be somewhat okay. As they got 3 points already. 3rd and 10 for the New York Giants. What do you do if you come out right now if you're the New York Giants approaching midfield, 3rd and 10?
You gotta get a first down, keep it rolling. You're only up 3. Carolina's defense is playing good. It's time to get things on track.
Watch Odell Beckham here on the left side. He's tight against this cover 2. They're going to try to force it in there. Yep, they look like it. They didn't like it. They go back to A on the corner, and he catches it and gets down. Man, if I'm Carolina, I don't care if he possession catch that. I'm coming down helmet to helmet. I'm laying some type of wood to say, hey, we got a pulse and we're here. And even though you're coming down, I'll take the penalty. But you gotta get hit.
You got 4 defenders.
Yeah, somebody's got to lay some kind of contact on him when you got 4 defenders around him. As a nice dot there by Davis Webb, another tight slot formation. Here we go, Paul Perkins in the backfield, and they're looking to split that over the middle again. Nowhere to go, nowhere to go. Down goes Davis Webb. Down goes Davis Webb, and we got an injury out there. I didn't see who it was. Did you catch to see who that was?
I didn't, but I did see. Was that the rookie again, Gold? His 3rd big tackle of the first quarter?
Yeah, it looked like it. Oh, I thought it was Davis Webb that was down. It was not. It must be an injury on the defense. Toss to the outside. Perkins percolating. Nowhere to go. Gets down to the 41. 4 carries, -3 yards, and that's Butler with a shoulder strain. Will not be able to return for this game. Big loss for him or no?
No, I don't think so. They'll be fine. Have you noticed chat lately, Bummer?
Have I noticed chat lately? Well, what's going on in chat lately?
Your number 1 fan is back.
Bomber's number 1 fan in the building today. Big shout out to him. I tell you, just tell me your name and tell me your address. I'll send you an NBL Network t-shirt, but I got to know who this is. 3rd and 17, close to midfield, just outside of field goal range. Maybe I'd play a little conservative, but they're not. Empty backfield. They're going for the whole enchilada. There we go across the middle. Crossing route. Victor Cruz picks up the first down. Horrible tackling for the Carolina Panthers as they get down to the 21. Now they're approaching the red zone. Simple slant. Quick audible, put Victor Cruz on a slant, and he beats your cover 2-man defense and goes right across the middle of the field. Notice the left side, right? You have a streak, and then you have a slot seam, right? That's going to push that man coverage all the way down the field. Then you have a slant coming right underneath it, and Victor Cruz was able to exploit that for the New York Giants. Here we go, play action. They got time. Look for B. Throw over there to Shepard. Touchdown, New York Giants, 10-0. And just like that, we're looking like it's going to be in trouble. A lot of trouble for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, they look good on that. The Giants look real good on that drive. Davis Webb looked poised. He made his good throws. That's what they need, more of that from Davis Webb to continue to be a top NBL team.
The salsa man himself, Victor Cruz, is a beast. Shout out to Alex in the chat. He got the trivia question right. Maybe we run a trivia thing and I give away a t-shirt. I feel like doing a giveaway today. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, let's do it. All right. So what kind of questions should we ask? Related to NBL, NFL, real life stuff? What do you guys want to see? NBL related questions, NFL related questions, or questions about, you know, Hop's ability to play basketball? You know, he talks about hooping all the time, but we have yet to see any picture, any video. So it's kind of suspect at this point. No, I don't want a picture. I just want clarification. Let me rephrase that. It's less about the picture, more about clarification. There's nowhere to go for Christian McCaffrey. 2 carries, 1 yard. And if you're Carolina right now, you're down 10-0. Do you panic? Are you going to get the ball to start the second half? You just need to get some points on the board here for Carolina, and more importantly, move the chains a couple times. Get a little confidence going in this offense because they look really stagnant against a really tough and heavy blitzy New York Giants defense.
Yeah, Cam Newton just doesn't look good right now, so they have to get Cam Newton going before they can get Christian McCaffrey going. You get the pass game going, that's going to open up the run game, and then that's going to open up the offense. So
strong formation for Carolina. Here goes Cam Newton on 2nd and 10 on their own 25-yard line. He's looking for the man on the drag the whole way. Number 89's feeling fine. Gets down to the 50. Truck stick, baby. Down to the 48-yard line. And that's how you run through somebody, Hop. That's how you run through a player. And that's Green, the heavily injured tight end of the Carolina Panthers, comes back with a nice catch right there.
Yeah, that secondary player, Adams, better come correct when he comes at Green. He's not hitting him high anymore. He's going to run right to him every time.
Absolutely. That's Ladarius Green, former Pittsburgh Steelers. But McCaffrey's got room. He's got space. 30 to the 25, 20. He doesn't even have to make a move. Boys, too quick. And that's 7 points on the board for Carolina, pending the extra point. And wow, what a nice run right there by Christian McCaffrey. We talked about how explosive he is. And the boys got wheels. And that's going to be 7. And now it's 10-7. Pressure back on New York. A quick score. 3 plays, 74 yards. Only 34 seconds taken off the game clock. That's that electric type of football a guy like Christian McCaffrey can provide for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, he's probably the most electric running back in the NBL besides Dalvin Cook, of course. But you just can't let him get the outside. You got to set the edge on him. You can let him get outside, then he's going to start making moves, and he's going to have a field day on you.
Yeah, Hop, if we start plugging ourselves, I don't know if you'll ever get a chance to talk.
No Ziggy Ansah plug?
Yeah, I mean, I could plug, but I mean, that's just one. I mean, it's warranted. It's the 5-time, baby. The 5-time can say what he wants. It's 5 times. I got the thumb. Here we go, I formation. Here we go, Davis Webb. Perkins in the backfield, Shepard in the slot. No, he flips it to the other side. And he looks like he's trying to get Odell Beckham in the slot. Now, watch Odell. I'd highlight him right now if I was Carolina. I formation, dropping back, looking for the slant over the middle. Goes a throw, but down goes Davis Webb. Peterson gets there quickly. Not even a blitz, a 4-man rush. It's off the edge that quickly. That's some problems if you're New York.
Yeah, they're going to have to either whether develop in the draft or free agency next year, they're going to have to get some kind of offensive line play if they're going to continue to be an elite team.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, this Carolina defense is just shredding their offensive line every single play. Davis Webb has no time. And
I can even remember Davis Webb rolling to the left earlier in this game. And Odell Beckham coming back to the ball. And he's essentially running from his life as he does it again, hits the underneath, and it's Perkins, makes a juke down to the 26-yard line. As it looks like they pick up a few. They pick up 1 yard from where they originally started. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for the New York Giants. But, wow, the pressure is getting there early and often. Maybe time for some fake hikes for the New York Giants?
Yeah, and they're trying to the last couple drives, they ran a lot of play action trying to get them. I don't think that's how you do it. You just have to set this, like you said, delay the snap count, change it up a bit, and get extra passes through there.
And here we go, question number 2 of our trivia. First one to 5. You get 5. You win an NBL Network t-shirt as Davis Webb drops back, finds his man over the middle. It's Victor Cruz. Does he hang on to it? Yes, he does. 9 for 12, 132 yards and 1 touchdown. That's the second time on a 3rd and long. We've seen the Carolina Panthers come out in this cover 2 with the spy, and it has not worked for them. What are your thoughts as far as Carolina's defensive play calling thus far?
They're just playing real short. They're trying to play at the sticks. They're not trying to give up anything big, but they're going to have to eventually get some pressure on third downs.
Here we go, screenplay to the halfback, nowhere to go. Perkins can't get involved in any way in the offense right now. He seems to be struggling as the Giants are going to be in another 2nd and 13, but they've been fine. They dig themselves a hole, they dig out, they move the chains. They dig themselves a hole, they move out, they move the chains. It's just consistency of able to come back. That seems like a recipe for failure in my mind.
It does, because what happens when you dig yourself in the hole, then you don't come out of it. Then you get a short third three and out.
That's some deep stuff there, Hop.
You like that?
Man, that's some Air Force. Are you in the Air Force, man? By any chance?
Am.
Because that is some
They teach us
intelligent thought right now. Now, I'm going to have you think of the next question, as Alex already has 1 point. First one of 5 wins, as he was looking for B there, and B just died on the route. He finds A, stays in bounds. Of course he does. He digs himself another hole. Davis Webb uses his feet, finds the man on the sideline. They pick up a first down. We're seeing some improvising going on for this New York Giants offense. Now, question number 2. Alex, I hope you're paying attention. You got 1 point. First one of 5 wins. An NBL Network t-shirt will probably go size extra large. And if I don't have that, it'll be large or some size bigger, which would be devastating, somewhere like 3X. I have a bunch of those. All right, so the next question, Hop, go ahead.
Oh, man, you don't put me on the spot.
All right,
like
I'm
that.
going to give you a play to think about it then. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Perkins offset to the right. Number 87, Sterling Shepard in the slot. It's going to be handoff to Perkins. Finally got a little bit of room. Well, I say a little bit of room, but not much room. And he just stays on his feet, keeps his feet chopping, picks up 3. Now 5 rushes for 0 yards. Back to the positive side for Paul Perkins, 2nd and 6 on the Carolina 38-yard line.
So
Got that question yet?
Right.
Okay.
So TFA is one of the best running users in the league. He brought two rushing titles last cycle to the NBL. Who is the last rushing title he brought?
Oh, man, you want to say it? Hey, write it down first, Hop. So you won't stumble and bumble, dude. I know you know the stumble recovery in Madden. But let me ask the question again. If you answer it right now, you're still good. Evan Ingram breaks free, but 54 gets right back on the horse and knocks him down to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, another nice throw right there, little out to the tight end on the weak side of the field. The question he's asking, who was the last halfback to win an MVP in the NBL? That's pretty much the question. If you can get that right, you will win it. No, you'll have 1 point. He thought you were going to win. You got to get to 5. You'll get a point. Guys, let's check in the chat, see if anybody's got it. Dion Neblett was an answer. Is that the correct answer, Hop? Is your question?
That was the correct answer to the question I asked, but you changed it, so continue.
Okay, so I changed the. We're just gonna go with the question you originally asked, which means Eric got it. I didn't mean to. I didn't understand your question. It was confusing.
You have a hard time understanding anything.
The delivery was sloppy. It was almost like you were writing cursive, but it was like Wingding's font at that point. I really couldn't understand it. So Dion Neblett was the correct answer to the question you asked, so we're gonna go with that. So the winner of that would be. Are you checking the chat right now? I think it'd be Eric G.
It was Eric G. Correct.
All right, so keep tabs on this, Hop. So we got Alex got 1 as we hit the 2-minute warning as New York's trying to drive and extend this 3-point lead that they have on the road. Broadcast number 137. Big shout out to Delvar behind the scenes. Delvar, are you still up? Are you sleeping? Man, wake up, boy. Here we go, 10-7. New York's up. We got another question, Hop. And can you make this one a little simpler? Just a quick hit. And I don't need all this background of information to go down as he goes over the middle. Intercepted by number 59, Luke Kuechly. Gets to the middle of the field. Davis Webb chasing him. He can't get him. He was 2 steps ahead. Oh, he should have continued running to the middle on that second one. That was pretty funny. Down to the 22, and now they're almost in the red zone. What a turn of events as Davis Webb does it again. And we're talking about a quarterback who was so phenomenal last season, won the NBL Season 26 Most Valuable Player. You can find that on our 365 website. He was 36 touchdowns, 17 interceptions this year. Now, wait for it. Wait for it, Hop. You got to make him wait. 2 touchdowns, 9 interceptions for Davis Webb. And that's just not good stuff right now if you're the New York Giants.
It's not. He's forcing stuff, and he looked good that drive. But you just can't force it once you get down in scoring position. So third question of the day. Who is the leading INT person in NBL? The record holder. Yeah, I'm not good.
Yo, this guy's the one. Who is the INT person? Well, I mean, a person as opposed to what? Cam Newton finds his man C-route. No, sir. That's an interception. Rogers Cromartie. Cam tries to go underneath. He sprints back. It's going to be a pick 6 for the New York Giants. And just like that, back-to-back interceptions. One from Davis Webb. What a damn. Did he pay? Is that a DLC? See, I'd pay DLC for stuff like that. Because that was nice. A nice little dance by Dominique Rogers-Cromartie as he jumps underneath the C route as Cam Newton tries to thread it in there. It's just not there. And Cam tries to make it be there, and that's a man. That's like a 14-point swing right there. I felt like Carolina was on point to score. They get a nice interception from Kuechly after the other team was in the. Someone do the math on that. So they were in field goal range to get 3, and then they intercepted it. They were in field goal range to get 3. That's 6. Then the 7 comes up. That's a 13-point swing. That's just unbelievable right now for Carolina. Once again, looking very crazy on NBL Live. We're going to cancel that question that Hop just asked, okay? Because I don't even know what it was, and it wasn't fair. So I'm going to ask the questions now. Hop,
Thank you.
Can you check the answers for him?
That I can do.
Okay. Who is the leading wide receiver single season touchdown record in the NBL? Go. Right now, you got it. This is question number 3. In the NBL trivia for an NBL Network t-shirt. One of y'all got to get the 5 too. And a juke move there by Christian McCaffrey. He seems to be doing it all for the Carolina Panthers. 5 rushes, 59 yards. And that big one that he broke deep down the field, man, this guy, I swear, is looking great right now. No wonder this offense struggles so much without him. He seems to be the heart and soul of this offense as he comes in. They're going to be 5 wide here. No Christian McCaffrey. Head scratching, I know. Dropping back, empty backfield. Cam looking. Cam's going to take off running. No, he's not. He's going to throw it. Caught. No, dropped by Ladarius Green. Cam 1 for 3, 22 yards and an interception. Man, wow. If I would have told you the first half, they'd only be down 10, but Cam Newton would only attempt 3 passes with 1 completion and a pick. Wouldn't you think it'd be more of a 30-0 kind of routing?
Yeah,
for the
I
New York
definitely
Giants?
would. So we have answers in the chat. So Alex said Odell Beckham.
That's incorrect.
Kyle said Martavis Bryant.
Incorrect.
Bombers #1 fan said Golden Tate.
Is it? I don't know who it is. You're
And
supposed
then
to look at
Eric
the
said
answers.
Gilbert DeGray.
Excuse me? Gilbert, you don't know? Wait, hold on. You don't know your NBL history? It's Gilbert DeGear. Fear
Sounds like a
DeGear.
bum.
I've said it a million times. Former Detroit Lion. NBL. Detroit Lion. Ring of Honor. NBL Hall of Famer. Gilbert DeGear. Are you kidding me, huh?
And Kyle.
Can you pronounce it? No,
Kyle
hold on.
got it right. What matters?
what was
Kyle
the
got
answer?
it right. Martavis Bryant, 17 touchdowns.
So Martavis Bryant is at the top of that list. And that's going to be 1 point for Kyle, 1 point for Alex, 1 point for Eric G. Are you writing this down, Hop? Because I feel like if you're not, we're not going to know who won. And I'm going to have to send shirts to everybody and their mama by the time this is over.
Maybe that's
Back
what
in
we
formation,
want.
Cam
But I'm from the Air
dropping
Force.
back,
We got this.
looking to the left side. There's that C-route. There's that corner he was looking for before the big target. Kelvin Benjamin comes down with it. 15 seconds left, 2 timeouts. Let's get another question in there, Hop. What do you got for us?
No, this one's all you. I'm out of questions for the
All
world.
right, but you're going to keep track and find the answers to the question, right?
Right.
Who is currently leading the NBL according to our Daddy Leagues daddyleagues.com/NBL? Who's currently leading the NBL in season 27 in rushing yards right now according to the website Go? That's question number 4 for our NBL trivia. Looks like it's going to be a screenplay. No, the guys just got there through so early. McCaffrey fighting down to the 31, gets no yards. They got 1 timeout left. There are 9 seconds left in this quarter before half. They get the ball back after half. Just kick the field goal. That's what I'm thinking, Hop. I think they're going to try to drive the ball down here and try to get some kind of, touchdown, which I admire the aggressiveness.
Splash play incoming. Here
But
comes
the
pick.
risk is now gonna meet that reward as it's a cover 4 right here. And Jason Pierre-Paul offside, you got a free play. And if they would have passed it, they would have had a free play. And they could have taken a shot into the end zone, maybe a Kelvin Benjamin one-on-one jump ball, but they didn't do it.
Nobody in the chat has got the question right yet.
Nobody in the chat. People are too lazy to go to daddyleagues.com/NBL or MaddenBomberLeague.com and just go see who's leading the league in rushing right now for the NBL in season 26. And it'll give you a point in this trivia. 5 points, you win an NBL Network t-shirt. Hop, you got one of those sweet NBL Network t-shirts?
I don't yet. You've been holding on.
Man. I'm not
Delvar.
giving you. I'm not giving
Jack
you one.
got it right.
Delvar, you can't. Delvar, if we send you anything to Brooklyn, it will easily take 2 weeks and then it'll be sent back because you never check your mail. And when it does arrive, you're never there. And they can't leave it outside because if they do, it won't be there by the time you get back. That's the situation, Delvar. Is any guys from New York, upstate, or from Brooklyn, or from uptown, anywhere?
Be a lot
Can
of
attest to this
sad New York
situation.
fans too. after the Astros knock 'em out of
Absolutely, because the Houston Astros just laid the whipping down on the New York Yankees yesterday. And that's question number 5. What was the final score in that game last night? The Astros and the Yankees. And Delvar's yelling it in my ear. That doesn't. So put it in the chat, Delvar. Get yourself a point. As we're waiting, and I'm waiting for the score. The Astros. Delvar, you can't answer. That's not fair because you're hearing this information easily 10 seconds before they do.
Are we counting Delvar's answer?
No, don't count Delvar's. Get him out of here.
Eric G with the second point of the day.
Oh, so he got the score right on his favorite team getting mollywopped. So what's the score at? What's our current score as a field goal good for the Carolina Panthers? Puts them within a touchdown. They get the ball back to start this second half. Things could get interesting. Here we go, Cam Newton.
Right, so Eric has 2 points, Alex has 1, Kyle has 1.
There we go, 2-1-1, and I got to come up with another question. As down goes Cam. Pierre-Paul. Pierre-Paul. But does he have another Pierre-Paul on his team?
He's a rookie.
No way. No, that's not true.
10 fingers.
Oh, wow. So he has BJ Pierre-Paul and Jason Pierre-Paul on the same team?
That is correct.
And they're all D-line. Both of them are D-linemen.
I think Pierre-Paul's a linebacker.
Oh, yeah, BJ Pierre-Paul's a linebacker. Jason Pierre-Paul's a left end.
What a throw by Cam.
And Cam Newton with a dirt ball throw. 5 for 8, 53 yards and interception. They're going to be in 3rd and 19. Here's where you just say, okay, let's play some defense. Let's not get too crazy here. Give you the Carolina Panthers. Delvar, I'm currently 9 seconds latency to broadcaster. I think I'm a little bit behind right now. And here we go, Cam dropping back, looking over the middle of the field, nowhere to go. Yes, he finds his man, hits him, but the ball gets knocked out looking for Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah, I guess Adams learned how to hit after getting trucked by Green in the first half.
And Carolina's going to have to punt here. So our last question, where are we at with our question? What question number is this? 6. So we're at question number 6 right now. All right, I'm back to 7 latency to broadcaster. So we should be good. Delvar behind the scenes pulling the strings, doing some technical support live on the air on the NBL network, getting it done, guys. Just refreshed the page, waiting for this ad to come up. Hop, anything happen on the screen, that's on you.
No, first and 10 on the 44 for the New York Giants.
Come on, Hop, get that enthusiasm up. We said we're going to pick the pace up today. Get out.
So Davis Webb coming back in a split set, looking at Odell Beckham at a hot route.
Play-by-play with Hop, man. It doesn't get any better than this. Shotgun formation. Here we go. Dropping back. Davis Webb slide to the left, slide to the vent. Doing this. Travolta puts the ball up in the air. Here we go, baby. Oh, Dell, no. That wasn't Odell. That was the tight end Ingram on the streak route. Beats the cover 2 invert. And do you like that ultra Travolta move by Davis Webb right there? Just sliding and sliding and sliding to the left.
I can't believe he caught it. He had Odell Beckham wide open on the side.
Let me get this out. That's the sideways hop drop.
I tried to cut you off. You didn't need to get it out.
And there we go with a nice little pocket. I wouldn't say pocket presence, but definitely some presence for the New York Giants fans right there as he just chunks it up. One-on-one coverage, nice play. Here we go, Davis Webb. This could be a toss to the right. Nope, they're going to drop back and pass it. Davis Webb looking over the middle, finds his man, bounces off the hands of Sterling Shepard, I believe it was.
It was.
And it's going to be 2nd and goal for the New York Giants. Question number, what number is it? What
6.
are we at? Question number 6, here we go. Who was the first team to score in this game you're currently watching? NBL Live broadcast number 137. Where's the theme music at? Here we go, single back formation. Dropping back, Davis Webb looking, finding his man over the middle, ball's tip, almost intercepted by Carolina. And that's the second. This is like the real-life New York Giants when they were under, what was their former coach's name? I know I'm going to get ripped for this, but I can see his face, the old face, wrinkly face. Tom Coughlin. There we go. They would get inside the goal line, and they would just pass and never run it.
Alex,
that's where we are right now.
Alex gets the 2nd point of the day. He said the New York Giants.
All right, so the New York Giants was the correct team on that. Here we go. Paul Perkins looking to finally get a. Nope, they're gonna audible it back to a pass. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah,
they're really going to go for the pass here on the 3rd and goal.
I know they're not having a good run game, but they're on the 3-yard line with 3 plays.
3 plays, and they're all going to be passes. Dropping back, looking, finding his man, looking over the middle, and down goes Davis Webb. Big tackle by Short. That's his 2nd sack on the game, and that's huge. An opportunity to go up 14, and you pass it 3 times in a row, and you have to settle for a field goal. It's going to put you up 10. You're still up 2 scores. So if you're the New York Giants fan right now, you're feeling good still. But, man, you have to think you left some points on the board, not even attempting a run after that big catch by Evan Ingram that brings you down to the 3-yard line. Second question of the day. Let's see what I can think of.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together.
Oh, so Bombers #1 fan said Giants, so he gets the answer on that. So we're gonna have to take a point away. Update the score right now for us, Hop.
Bombers #1 fan with 1, Kyle with 1, Alex with 1, and Eric leading with 2.
All right, here we go. I want the stat line from Lonzo Ball. It's Christian McCaffrey bounces to the outside, gets down to the 33-yard line, 6 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown, and he's looking phenomenal. NBL season 27, broadcast number 137. We got the 3-0 New York Giants on the road against the 1-2 Carolina Panthers. Panthers down 10, but there's some hope here. There's still a lot of time left. We still got a quarter and a half, and you cannot milk the clock till under 2 minutes in the fourth per NBL rules. So there's a lot of football left in this game. As here we go, strong formation, another toss to McCaffrey. He takes it up the middle. He had one man to beat. He did end up beating him. But the cornerback for the New York Giants gets back on the ball and makes a play, brings down McCaffrey, and McCaffrey's balling right now. I want the stat line, the points, the rebounds, and the assists.
Eric G done got it.
Did I ask the question already?
You did.
Oh, I completely forgot. I thought I said it in my head.
Eric G, 29, 11,
No,
and 9.
I'm losing my mind. Somebody help me here. Here we go. Cam Newton dropping back. Single back formation. Goes underneath. Picked off Rogers Cromartie. Threw it right to him. Didn't set his feet. Looking for Greg Olsen on the drag as Cam is falling apart right under our eyes right now. Let's take a look at Cam Newton on the season. Not his best year as far as, when you look at QBR, touchdowns to interceptions, but he's got the yards. And maybe this is how he gets the yards. He'll get him in the fourth. 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions coming into this game. Add 2 more onto there. A QBR of just 85.6, slightly down from last season, but a big interception from New York. And they got an opportunity to go up again and put some more points on the board and extend this lead.
Yeah, and we have some controversy in the chat. People saying that they said thing first. So,
but that's your job. So figure it out and get the points. So you just decide what you decide, and we move on from that. And if you guys got any issues, you can find Hop at Hop. What's your address?
No, you can find Delvar at NBLPA and take it up through there.
Oh, you got to go to NBL Players Association rep Delvar, the union rep for the NBL, which we don't allow unions, so we should just let Delvar we should just get rid of him or what? Anyways, if you're looking for Hop, if you guys are looking for Hop and you feel he did you wrong, you can find him at Hop. Give your address right now.
Yeah, you can find me at Texas? Texas.
Hop, what's the score right now? What do we got? What's your final decision? What have we made? It's first 1 to 5. You win an NBL Network T-shirt. And these things are going hot off the presses. We put these out at the local Walmart over here. 3 people ended up dying. 4 went to the emergency room. A couple left with sprained ankles. We put 1 out on the shelf. We watched them run to it at opening time. That's right. This ain't a 24-hour Walmart over here. This is the real deal Walmart. Here we go. Davis Webb underneath finds his man Victor Cruz. Victor Cruz. How impressed are you with him? He comes in, he's starting outside. This is an older Victor Cruz. This isn't the same. This is a 31-year-old Victor Cruz. And he's still getting it done for the New York Giants. Here we go, shotgun formation. And speaking of Victor Cruz, motion out to the left side. He's on an out route, play action. They're looking over the middle, and here comes the defense again, but they ain't going to get to him. Webb's got space to the 20, 15 to the 10. He slides down at the 13-yard line. Nice run by Davis Webb right there. The old verticals and take off when the pressure comes. Nice awareness there by Davis Webb. So did I ask another question yet? Or are we
You
waiting
have not.
I have not. Okay.
So
Here's
Eric's
my
still
next
leading
question.
with 3 right now.
Eric's got 3, so I got to ask something that clown won't know. Let's see if I can think of something. All right. Go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com if you don't know it off the top of your head. As Perkins might not have a head by this point. Number 93 lays the wood down. 9 carries, 1 yard for Paul Perkins, 2nd and 14. If they can hold him to a field goal, Hop, I think they could still be in this game, only down 13.
Absolutely not. Cam Newton can't make a single throw this game.
So you're giving up on Carolina?
Yeah, they're
So you're telling our viewers, turn the game off?
No, not at all.
Okay, so they need to stay on here for what? As a back of the end zone throw. Beautiful throw by Davis Webb. Touchdown, New York Giants. Sterling Shepard gets his first touchdown of the game. And how many is that on the season for Sterling Shepard? We're going to check it out right now. Sterling Shepard, 5'10", 24 years old. A guy that has been struggling as well. As you said, wide receivers we're not playing well this season. This is his first touchdown of the year.
That is his first touchdown.
First touchdown of the year for Sterling Shepard as they go up 27-10. Next question. Go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com. You're probably already there. Right, Eric? Because you really want this T-shirt. And I want you to look at who was the first NBL Member of the Month award winner. That's it. Who was the first one to win it? I know the question sounded like it had more to it, but that was it. As Hop vigorously clicks and clicks on his computer as he looks for this answer because he doesn't even know it. I know that one off the top of my head. Jack, you know it. You can whisper it in my ear if you know it.
I just don't want to say it.
And Delvar doesn't know it as well. Here we go. 1:03 left. Third quarter. Carolina desperately in need of a score. Only 106 yards. The majority of them came from Christian McCaffrey. And Cam Newton has taken a seat. We're going to get an update here from Hop to tell us who this backup quarterback is as he hits his man on a drag. Number 10 fighting down to the 42-yard line. That's Joyce. First name Ree. It's time to rejoice, guys, because we got a new quarterback in Carolina.
Right, and he's a rookie this year coming out of Louisville. Second round, 22nd pick.
So it's a late second-round pick. Number 2, Joyce. Makes his first completion in the NBL off of play action, and Cam Newton benched. It's only 17 points. You still have a quarter.
Bananas has also beaten TFA and just scored the correct point in your question.
Wow. Disrespect. The disrespect is real. The new Dr. Disrespect in the NBL. Bananas, he does like to do multiple things at once, and that's why we always said it would be tough for one of his franchises to win a Super Bowl because he has to make a laundry list of things, a grocery list with his wife while he plays. He's got to be involved in the chat. He's got to answer the question. So what's
Eric did say it. Eric said Mr. Weaver. I missed it.
Well,
it was Sonny.
Okay, so what was the correct answer? Mr. Weaver's it works for you?
Right. Tony Bradbury. Sonny. With all his government.
Tony Bradbury. Sonny. I'm trying to get your how you talk down.
That's enough of that.
Tony Bradbury. Sonny. Wait, yo, hey, say that again. I'm trying to get it down, man. I'm trying to get my voices down for it.
Next.
This guy Hop in his mind, he's the coolest guy he's ever seen. Oh, man, here we go. Shotgun formation. Time to rejoice. Joyce finds his man, but no, batted down. New York could have picked that. 3rd and 3, down 17, 5:57 left. I believe they can go for this. If you're the Carolina Panthers by NBL rules in the 4th quarter, and it might be time to just do so as he tries to hit the quick out on that 3rd and 3. So where are we at with our leaderboard right now?
Eric has 4 points. Alex has 1. Kyle has 1. And Bombers #1 fan has 1.
All right. So, and Bananas has 1 as well.
No, Eric got that one.
Here we go. Joyce looking back, throws it, and his man holds on to it. That's Kelvin Benjamin, I believe. Joyce now 2 for 3, 25 yards. Already looking better than Cam.
But what does this mean for the Carolina organization? Are they going away from Cam now?
I don't know. It was a poor game by Cam Newton. He didn't look right. Back-to-back interceptions on back-to-back drives. And that's a situation where if you have a star player, you got to protect him. On NBL Live, he hasn't looked good. But they haven't been happy with Cam. So maybe Cam does hit the free agency market in NBL Season 28 in this upcoming offseason. And things are looking good as Calvin tries to hit a corner out there and just gets caught up down the field. That was definitely defensive pass interference by the New York Giants, not called, as Dominique Rogers-Cromartie continues to dominate these Carolina Panthers on the defensive side of the ball. All right, next question. You guys ready? I got to get all these questions out, huh?
You have 5 minutes.
All right, let's see. I want Patrick Beverly's stat line from week 1, from their first game in the NBA when he played against Lonzo Ball. That's rebounds, points, and assists. Points, rebounds, assists, for Patrick Beverly versus the LA Lakers. And here goes McCaffrey to the outside. He's going to walk in, and oh gosh, baby, we might have ourselves a ball game as another score by McCaffrey as he takes it outside. And it's going to be 27-17, Hop. And there's a lot of time left. If Carolina can create some kind of turnover, they might be right back in this game.
Yeah, they could be back in the game, but we're going to see. See how their offense plays, or their defense plays first, because Davis Webb's walked it up the field this whole game.
And the owner of the San Francisco 49ers says, yes, cut Cam. A team desperately in need of a quarterback. They signed Sam Bradford this offseason. It hasn't been working out. They do have a rookie or a younger quarterback. I think Beathard underneath him. I actually have to take their depth chart. I have to go check it out. Because I don't want to talk off the cuff about San Francisco. They have Warren Ailman. This is a guy they drafted in the 2nd round of this year. 21 years old, University of Georgia, 6'1", 218 pounds, and he's got the ability. Nice, strong arm. Pause. Good accuracies. He's got the ability, the athleticism. I don't know if they're too sold on him yet. I think he's a 2 to 3 year down the road project for San Francisco, but you know how they love the Cam Newtons of the world, and they definitely would like to have him in San Francisco. I could see that happening, but I don't know if they'd want to spend the money. As the New York Jets chime in right now, Delvar behind the scenes pulling the strings, he'd be interested because, you know, he's going to go after every free agent quarterback out here just to stay somewhat relevant in the newspapers. He did it with Kirk Cousins. That hasn't worked out, and now we're potentially seeing Cam Newton.
So Eric G had just won your contest, Bomber.
Eric G, you won the contest for the MBL Network t-shirt. Anybody who feels that they were robbed during this process or they weren't fairly treated, they can find Hop. Hop, what's your address?
Right, Texas.
His address is Texas. Needle in the haystack. You want to play that game with Hop, you find them. If they find you based upon that address, even though you don't live in that state, do they get some free shots?
Right, 100%.
Right underneath, they find Victor Cruz again. Victor Cruz, not the quickest guy on the team, but it's almost like, especially in man coverage, we notice him use the quickness of other receivers to kind of clear a path for him to run into an open space, and he's been doing it all game. Very impressive play by the 31-year-old Victor Cruz. Is this his last season in the NBL? Because he sure looks like he could probably go another season or two.
I don't know. Barring any injury, he could go another 1 or 2 seasons, it's looking like. His routes are so crisp.
His routes are crisp, and here we go. Big hit as they throw. Almost intercepted by Carolina. Wow, that could have really changed, had a turn of events here for this game, as they're only down 10 right now. And he gets hit as he throws, and Davis Webb tries to force it in there. I've liked what I've seen from Davis Webb. This kind of reminds me more of the quarterback that we saw as a rookie in NBL Season 26. He ended up getting Most Valuable Player. And, man, he looked great last year, and he kind of seems like he's in that rhythm now. Ultra-aggressive quarterback. And with that comes, you know, slumps. And I think that's where basically he was at coming into this game. A little bit of a slump. Very aggressive, but Perkins, 11 carries, 6 yards. They stayed with the run, but he really hasn't been able to do much.
No, he really hasn't. The run game has just been completely shut down for the New York Giants. And Davis Webb has looked good, though. You talked about before that he was passing too much. They needed to be more balanced, but he's looked really good this game with no run game.
Yeah, absolutely. He has looked like a guy that really doesn't need a run game. So maybe they know a little bit more about their players than me. I can definitely respect that. Play action, 3rd and 5, staying alive. Here we go. He's going to find the drag underneath. Wide open. Got a hard flat against that as Evan Ingram, who caught a big pass earlier, took them down to the 3-yard line, in which they only had to settle for 3 because they went pass, and ended up with a sack, and they had to do it. 5 catches, 105 yards. Evan Ingram, Odell Beckham, Victor Cruz, 3 big targets for Davis Webb, and we were wondering which wide receiver was going to step up, and it really has been, as they run a little bit of a read option there. I believe it might have been a handoff that just couldn't happen. No, it was actually an option, and he held on to it, went up the middle, gained 0, 2nd and 10 there on the 40. Even with the field goal here, if Carolina can score quickly, they could essentially still mathematically be in this game, Hop.
They could. I do not like that run right there by the Giants, putting their star franchise quarterback. I don't like it.
Dangerous stuff. Here we go, shotgun formation, and you got Sterling Shepard by himself on the weak side. He's going to be running a dig. He's wide open. They find him underneath, and that could have been intercepted as number 54, the linebacker, comes out of nowhere from a hard flat and makes a play on a deep dig. Wow, 3rd and 10. And if you're New York here, you just run the ball?
Yeah, you have to. Just run the ball, get the points. Linebacker Shaq Thompson's got to come up with that pick for the Carolina defense. That's a heartbreaker.
And here we go. We might see the biggest comeback in NBL history, or they might pick up the first down right here, and we all end up going back to sleep. Shotgun formation. Victor Cruz in the slot. Beckham wide left, and Shepard on the weak side by himself again. And there goes Shepard. Shepard's got spaces. They were in a hard flat, and they're going to run here. No, Davis Webb's looking. What's he going to do? He's looking again. He misses one man. He dodges. He throws it up the field. Dangerous pass. Caught. Touchdown. Wow. New York. The new Brett Favre. Davis Webb. Oh, my gosh. You've seen it here first. The NBL Network. Can you believe that, Hop? Can you believe that?
I can't believe what I just watched. It's Evan Ingram's 2nd crazy spectacular catch.
I need to see that play. Someone needs to cut that play out. I need to see it with music, because he had his dancing shoes on right there. He was up, back, spin move, slide left, slide right, rip it off the back foot across the field. The fans were saying no, but here we go. New York Giants 34, Carolina 17. That's the nail in the coffin.
That's just amazing. I don't know what to say to that.
Dylan Greco in the chat saying, wow, that's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, this is the NBL, season 26, last season. most valuable player, and that's what MVPs do. They do ridiculous things, and that's what we've got to witness right now. So go ahead and give your grade on Davis Webb's play today. Coming into him, where'd you have him at as far as the performance thus far, and where do you have him at today?
I had him at a D coming into it. He had not played well, sophomore slump. I think today he's improved that. He's at least a B now. And he continued to
I'm saying just for this
just
game.
For today?
Just for today.
Oh, an A, 100%. He's played
an A+?
amazing today.
I mean, he's looked great. I mean, I can see him. And this is a guy we have to also factor in about Davis Webb, a guy who has not had the protection that many others have had in the NBL at quarterback. You know, he's running for his life most of the time, and yet he's still able to make pinpoint throws and put it up to his right receiver. His right receiver. that could have been bad. Pumped out by Kelvin Benjamin. He finds the right receiver. He knows the size. He knows the height of the player. He knows the speed of the receiver. And he just puts the ball up there for only one person to get. And I like that about him. And yeah, he's a little aggressive. But when you have Odell Beckham, Evan Ingram, Sterling Shepard, Victor Cruz, these are guys at the receiver position that say, hey, man, give me a chance to make a play. And I think that's what he does for this New York Giants offense.
Yeah, most definitely. I would almost go as far to say he's the best quarterback in the NFC in the NBL.
Yeah, well, that's because he's the MVP.
Coming.
No, that definitely is. That backs to the passive aggressive comments of Hop. He's willing to throw himself under the bus just to throw somebody else in there as Pierre Paul's dropping back in coverage. Nowhere to go for boys. And I've looked okay about Joyce right now. 4 for 7, 52 yards. He's looked all right.
He has. He's not trying to do too much with him, but he's looked all right this game.
Yeah, I feel like if Cam came in and played the similar kind of concepts and throws we're seeing right now from Carolina, he would have success as well and probably give you a little bit more because he has that explosiveness that Cam Newton only has. Empty backfield set. Here goes Joyce stepping up in the pocket, finds his man, and that right there was a bad throw for Joyce. That could have been intercepted right to a man completely guarded, had a little bit more time in the pocket than he thought, a little paranoid, and gets rid of the ball early. 3rd and 3 for the Carolina Panthers. Yeah,
and that's just him being a rookie. He waited a couple more steps up to the left in the pocket, and he hits the other crossing route going the other way for a big gain.
Shadow Rose says NBL officials will be investigating Webb following this game.
There
Another
goes that man
toss to
again.
the outside. McCaffrey, everything outside for Christian McCaffrey as number 20 tries to lay a late hit. And it just doesn't work. He goes right through him. And it's going to be 34-23. And now imagine if they held him to a field goal, right? So what would the score be right now? Let's see if Hop's good in any math.
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
If they held him to a field goal on the last play, as opposed to giving up that touchdown on the 3rd down.
Right, so it would be 30-24.
It's not 31. Delvar in my ear with 31. Horrible at math. Education system in Brooklyn. Failing. Failed Delvar. Now, Delvar, where'd you go to high school at? I know it wasn't Brooklyn. I'm not going to put this on Brooklyn. Where was it? And don't say Texas. Oh, it was Brooklyn. Okay. So the high school system in Brooklyn failed him. 34 minus 4, Delvar. Let's go right now. What do you got? 28. Absolutely correct. Delvar's going to win an NBL Network t-shirt. 34 minus 4 equals 28. And 24 is more than 28, right, Delvar? So Carolina's going to win this game and be improved to, all jokes aside, they're going to fall to 1 and 3. Handoff out the middle, 1st and 10 as they go for the onside. It's not there. 2nd and 7. Will we see another pass from the New York Giants? I feel like we will.
Yeah,
I feel
100%.
like if they get the
Absolutely will.
If they get the 3rd down, they might go, you know what? Let's just let this rip one more time and really end this game and not give ourselves any opportunity for something crazy to happen. And can you blame them right now? Because every time they've done that, it's ended up working in their favor for the New York Giants. And here we go. I formation, showing run. They're going to come out in this one time. If they pick it up here, it's over. The game's going to end. We're going to get kneeled out. But if they don't pick it up here, I could see them coming out in I formation and taking another shot down the field and really just putting the nail in the coffin. And here we go to the outside. He gets down. And he's a little short. Maybe they will run it now, though. It's going to be a 3rd and really short, 3rd and 2. The New York Giants might continue to run the ball here.
Nothing past them.
But I would not. I absolutely agree with Hop for once in my life.
You should start doing that more. You might move along farther in life.
You should start doing that more. Is that what you think? I should start agreeing with you more?
Yeah.
Well, then my rebuttal to that is you should start making sense more. You make sense more, we're going to agree more. Right? So let's talk about Ziggy Ansah. Let's talk about these lines.
I'm not talking about that.
3rd and 2. Here goes the Giants, and they are passing. Play action. Screenplay. No, he doesn't get down. It's a sack, and this is interesting because they're only up 10. They kick a field goal here. If it's blocked and returned, we got ourselves a crazy opportunity here. As they're going to take this long field goal, he's going to punt it, which is probably the smartest move to make. But I would have kicked the field goal. What would you have done in that situation, Hop?
I would have kicked the field goal as well. I mean, they're not going to get a block here, I don't think.
And here we go. The punt's up. And it's going to go into the end zone. It's going to be 1:22 left. Carolina, is it enough time for them to come back or just enough time to throw another interception?
Yeah, it's not enough time to come back. 1:22 with the rookie down 10. They're going to need a whole lot of luck.
A whole lot of luck needed for Carolina, but
give them some of that Detroit Lions luck.
The Detroit Lions luck, I mean, man, that luck has been phenomenal.
It has.
I mean, it's been what a run for Detroit. Here we go. Joyce looking back, and he wants to throw it, but he doesn't want to throw it, but he does throw it, caught, and that's number 17. I believe that's Funches with the catch as he gets his first catch on the day. And here comes the Carolina Panthers. No huddle. Here we go. The rookie number 2.
Taking a lot of time.
And number 2 on the depth chart. Taking about 10 seconds to get this play off. And here we go. McCaffrey with a nice pickup run. Run, rookie, run. No, he goes across the field, finds his man. That's Curtis Samuel down to the 36-yard line. 55 seconds left. Here we go, Carolina. Here we go. The fans are on their feet. They don't believe this can really happen. But in the back of their mind,
you need an onside right away. So do you take the field goal if you get close enough?
Delvar's saying that they should, but I don't agree with it. They would look like they want to just throw the interception there, but it doesn't happen. 6 for 11, 96. I don't think so because if you score even with 20 seconds left, right? Let's just say 20 seconds. You kick the onside and you do get it back. You still only need a field goal as opposed to right now. You kick the onside, get it back. If you kick the field goal, well, I mean, I guess to each his own. I'm always looking to put 7 on the board and go for the win. That's what I'm thinking. He's thinking Delvar obviously in my ear saying go for the field goal, so he's going for the tie. As they got to get rid of this ball, they lob it up. It's a dangerous throw, but it's caught.
He caught it.
And he's in bounds though. The clock is running. Tick, 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 tick. What a pass there by Joyce. Is this some guy we're really looking and saying, hey, he's going to start over Cam Newton in Week 5 of NBL Season 27? I'm saying no. But I wouldn't be surprised if the answer is yes.
Yeah, you definitely can't knock for what he's done this game.
And here we go. He's looking over the middle of the field. He's looking over the middle field, throws behind his back, and there we go. We got a touchdown, and I would love to see this onside kick. If this onside kick is successful and the Carolina Panthers take this to overtime, this will be a final minutes. Our first in forever, because we haven't had a close game in how long?
Ooh, I can't tell you, but let me say the Carolina Panthers have 8-mile-an-hour winds on their backs right now.
What's that? Since Porter and Deca, that was our last closest game. That's what Delvar was saying in my ear right now. Here goes the onside. They're going to pick it up immediately. Of course they are. Sterling Shepard catches it. That's going to end the game 34-31. New York Giants are going to improve to 4-0 on the season. The Carolina Panthers fall to 1-3. Unless the New York Giants decide to pass it, which Hop said earlier, never put anything past them. And I'm thinking the same thing.
Little fake nil here.
Little fake knee, take a shot down the field. Who wants to see it in the chat?
Now
and here we go. Shadow Rose says, always go field goal first in this situation. Of course
That's
you
coming
would.
From the #1 pick in NBL.
Of course you would. Not always, though. Has playoff appearances in the NBL. Believe it or not.
He has a division title, actually.
I think he has.
Delvar, is that correct?
So you're telling me, Hop,
he has
the
more
guy
than
that
me.
you're trying to dog out has more division titles than you in NBL.
That's for sure, but not more playoff wins. On to the next subject.
But bomber point system doesn't count playoff wins because that's all about matchups and it does count division wins as a point though. Conference championships as 4 points and Super Bowls as 9 points.
Davis Webb, 300 yards, 70% completion, 3 touchdowns.
I was gonna get there, but you cut me off.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you how many bomber points you have.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I mean it's pretty easy.
But is it conference championships 9? So that's 9 there.
No, conference championships is 4.
All right, 4. We'll take.
But we
that.
don't count anybody that comes in on mid-season.
Here we go.
So there's an asterisk. So you got 0.
You putting me with Kyle and Sonny right now?
Hey, Kyle won. Kyle just won. You know, I mean, Kyle took his team to the Super Bowl.
Put the asterisk on that.
But he was there the entire season. You know, he overcame some injuries. We're definitely gonna give him his points on that. Davis Webb, 19 for 27, 301 yards, 70% completion, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Are we unanimous on this for player of the game?
For sure, without a doubt.
He says not Paul Perkins, not 12 carries, 11 yards, 0 touchdowns.
McCaffrey had 173 yards though.
Hey, let's look at Paul Perkins real quick though. He had 19 yards after contact, but only 11 yards in the game. Wow.
What sense is that?
Delvar, here for the math. Explain this, how that makes sense mathematically. In Brooklyn, he says in Brooklyn, that makes sense to have 19 yards after contact, 11 rushes, but only gain 12 yards. 100% makes sense in Brooklyn. Big shout out to the Brooklyn high school education system for bringing us a guy like Delvar. Been a great addition to the team. Math, though, definitely something that did they have math there? What was it called? Recess wasn't math. What was? He's giving me. He gave us like a 3rd grade riddle right there. All right, so our NBL Live player of the game for broadcast number 27 is, drum roll, Davis Webb, NBL Season 26 MVP. He's going to get it. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 70% completion. What was his QBR? Do you remember what it said?
I did not see it.
He did not see it, but it was somewhere high, probably 130s, 120s. So he played a phenomenal game. Found Victor Cruz, Sterling Shepard, Odell Beckham, not a huge game, but Evan Ingram,
128.
A huge game. So his QBR was 128.7. Joyce, the Carolina backup, came in, had 120.9 QBR as he threw that touchdown at the end of the game. Cam Newton struggled, 5 for 10, 50% completion, a 26.3 QBR, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He did not look good. So some quarterback controversy brewing in Carolina. Definitely a topic that you probably will see on the NBL Blitz, which I believe will be coming out this Monday. Guys, don't forget to check out Building the Franchise Detroit Lions, which should be out by the end of tomorrow night. And that's all I got, Hop. You got anything else to say? We don't know if we're bringing it up. We had Hop on a 2-game contract. His contract is up. So we're going to assess his division wins, the legitimacy of the conference championship, and his bomber points, because we really like to value that kind of thing here. We like to get our veteran presence on there. And we might bring you back. We might not. I know if I'm on the show, I'll definitely co-sign for Hop. I enjoyed it and had a great time with him on the show. Guys, let us know what you think. Give your Hop grades in the chat, A to F right now. You know, you can do it on the GroupMe chat since this chat's about to close. Thanks for joining us. NBL Season 27, broadcast number 137. For myself, my co-host, Hop, and behind the scenes, pulling the strings, Delvar, we want to say thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on NBL Live.